Alright, it's time to go balls deep as usual with my analysis and opinion for this week's episode. But before I do, I just want to quickly remind you that we are uploading a Dragon Ball video on Monday, and on Tuesday, hopefully it's not delayed, but it's a definite video or Boruto chapter 29 analysis. It will be out for you. So we have 3 or 4 uploads in a row for you starting from tomorrow. So be sure to check back on the channel for those videos. Also, time for a plug, but this channel is partnered and sponsored by AnimeRio.com. Check it out for anime clothing that you may want, including Naruto, Dragon Ball and My Hero Academia and stuff. The discount code is ABD Squad for 10% off your whole order, and let's get started. The episode of Boruto confirmed quite a few things from my analysis in previous reviews. Let's quickly explore everything that we need to know about what's going on. Overall, it was a decent episode, however there is still some pacing issues with this arc. Sometimes it's extremely slow, and other times it's really fast. And again, this is canon, the Boruto manga and anime are taking separate paths, and it needs to be viewed as such. I'm going to start off by explaining Lord Ku and what I think about him. Last week I mentioned how Lord Ku could possibly be a high Jonin or Kage level ninja, and it definitely seems to be the case. In the start of the episode, his speed seems to be quite great. He kind of blitz into Boruto and subdues him with ease. In addition, as I stated last week, he can also fly just like Onoki, which is a jutsu renowned amongst Kage stated by Madara Uchiha. Lastly, in this episode we learned he has Dust Release. Now, Dust Release is a nature transformation which is Keke Tota. Now, for some of you that are probably thinking, oh my god, what is that? I forgot what that is. Let me quickly explain that for you. So similar to the Keke Genkai, which is an ability a ninja uses due to their DNA, Keke Tota is an advanced branch of jutsu through bloodline selection. One of the only abilities that we know that comes from this selection is Dust Release, which Lord Ku displayed today. So this just puts things into perspective. Dust Release is the combination of earth, wind and fire. The object that the person creates with this jutsu means anything that passes through it is disintegrated onto a molecular level. It's definitely a S-rank jutsu, and this is why Lord Ku destroys the rock summoning as if it's nothing. Now the question is, how does Lord Ku have this ability, right? Where did he get that from? Well, in Naruto chapter 525 pages 15 to 16, Onoki stated that Mu passed the secrets of Dust Release onto him. So maybe if you have the particular nature types, Onoki is able to teach you the secrets of this jutsu. However, on the other hand, another key detail we cannot miss that we learned from the episode, Lord Ku doesn't seem to be human. And I say this because Lord Ku said himself, I am a vessel made to fulfill my master's wishes. And who is his master? That's Onoki, right? Lord Ku has the exact same abilities as Onoki and calls him father. So what the anime is trying to indicate to us, what if Lord Ku is not human and is actually a perfect actor that Onoki created out of himself from his image and genetics with that scientist we saw in the episode today? This is why Lord Ku calls him father and obeys his orders. Onoki probably did this because he needed a Kage level ninja that could make sure his plan doesn't fail. However, this also seems contradictory, and I don't know if I could believe it, because if he made Lord Ku into a perfect human being, just like Mitsuki, right? Why do all the other Akuta fail, and why do they want Mitsuki? It doesn't kind of make sense. So maybe Lord Ku is a human being that got experimented on to become more powerful by Onoki himself, and it isn't actually a Akuta but literally just a vessel, as he said. Okay, now let's talk about Onoki, because honestly I think all of us as a community are probably split 50-50 regarding our feelings with how things turned out with his character. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comment section below. You know how we all noticed that, Jonin ninja are fodder and the power scaling system always seems to be a problem in this anime, and it's quite trash and it was pissing some of you off, right? It came to the point where it doesn't make sense to us anymore, or it just seems really jarring to watch, right? Then again, maybe the writers of the anime finally listened to some of our feedback and decided to change a few things, right? We just have to hope. So Onoki confirmed today what we were all thinking, and basically all the analysis we talked about regarding Konoha shinobi and other ninjas in general within the world of the Naruto universe, they're turning out to be weak. During peace times, the young shinobi and jonin have become weak, and as the saying goes, peacetime creates weak shinobi. This is a statement told by Madara Uchiha, Shin Uchiha, and I'm guessing more villains, but now Onoki is saying it too. Onoki's logic to why he has betrayed the peace treaty that Naruto created with the 5 villages is because they had a conflict 5 years ago where all the weak young shinobi died, right? He has good intentions and he does not want the youth to perish and, you know, never to exist, and because they always die in battle because they're so trash. So the ideology behind this goes back to what Mirai Sarutobi mentions in her Hiden and what the anime and manga is actually trying to explore. Is the age of shinobi over? Is it finished? So for example, Gai Sensei, when training the young ninjas at the academy, he censored all the information regarding the 4th war and what really happened, and he says he forgot about it all, right? Because he versed Madara Uchiha himself and he didn't tell them. Maybe the culture has completely changed, which forces the ignorance upon the new generation and the young ninjas. That's why they died, that's why they're weak, because they don't know the history. So Mirai Sarutobi ponders on the role of a shinobi, even, you know, does it even need to exist during the peace times? The missions are lackluster and the agriculture systems in the village have developed into a metropolis which might not need them anymore. And this is the question, right? So furthermore, the job of a shinobi just isn't appealing to the youth. If 5 years ago in the village all the youth father ninja died, why would a person want to be a ninja in the future, right? Why would they want to take upon this role for their country? So Onoki decided to be evil by this logic, meaning he is trying to save the youth and the ninja system because he wants to create a replacement with the Akuta that can do these jobs for them. He wants to create a weapon that can defend for them, so by that reasoning we can say that Onoki does have a point, right? We can agree with that. But at the end of the day, he's still a hypocrite and I don't agree with his idea. The current Kage, the Kurosuchi, is correct. I'm going to agree with her. Hopefully I pronounced that name right, because you guys told me it's Kurosuchi, so I'm going to say Kurosuchi. So let me explain. Onoki has always been a dodgy guy, right? We can all agree. He hired the Akatsuki, he didn't want to end the 3rd war to create peace, and he's prideful. But during the 4th Shinobi War, he had growth in character and he learned that the world can be united and there are enemies out there that are as powerful as gods, such as Madara Uchiha. When Madara summoned the meteor, and he summoned 2 of them, he and Gaara both thought that it's like the power of a god. So Onoki clearly understands how strong the evasions can be, and he also knows that Konoha was attacked by the Otsutsuki and what happened there. The Kage became fodder against these gods. So now what does Onoki decide to do, guys? He decides to make Akuta. His theory is, so I have more children that I don't care about and I'll let them die instead. Yeah, and that's Akuta, the same beings that these are the same beings that cannot even defeat the Genins we are watching. I mean, what is Onoki thinking? You know? Akuta are weak. They are nothing in comparison to anyone that might invade them except other fodder ninja. So yeah, we can say maybe the Akuta will save a few lives of ninja as a frontline tool, but the hypocrisy is still there. Akuta are beings too and they are dying, they are treated like shit. Don't their lives matter too? Is Onoki saying a Akuta life is worth less than a human life? So does this mean that created beings such as Sekie, Mitsuki, the tailed beasts and the others are worthless in Onoki's eyes? Has he learned nothing from the wars and what Naruto was trying to teach them? Onoki basically becomes like Kaguya, where, you know, she was creating the White Zetsu army and she was trying to do the same thing. But on top of that, you know, he's worse. He can't even control the Akuta because they have free will, as it was established earlier in the episode. Onoki's sense of justice has been severely tarnished, and his granddaughter is correct in saying that his idea is wrong. The dude has become, you know, he's kind of senile and he isn't thinking straight. Like, I wonder what Naruto or all the other Kage are going to do when they hear the truth. Onoki was creating a private army which violates the 5 village treaty. He also technically kidnapped the Konoha Genin, which is Mitsuki. He imprisoned Shikadai, the Kage. He threatens Boruto's gang, he put their lives in danger, and you can't forget to mention that the Akuta killed numerous Konoha Jonin as well. So I'm definitely thinking Lord Ku will betray Onoki and make the beast at the end of this arc that we see in the opening. I can see Onoki maybe turning sides again and to save Boruto and the gang. He has a change of heart and realizes his way was incorrect because he cannot control the Akuta or Lord Ku anymore, just like he couldn't in the flashback. So once he sacrifices himself and tries to help fix things, he will then be forgiven by Naruto and the Kages for his actions. And you know, Boruto doesn't go that deep as much as Naruto, so in turn the political issues I mentioned may be brushed aside or have lesser punishment than what would actually happen. Also, I'm not sure if they would even kill off Onoki at the end of this arc, even though he's 94 years old, because he is featured in the Shikamaru Hiden, which chronologically takes place during the Bandits arc we see in the manga. Also, Mitsuki's curse seal is finally confirmed, which will explode if people find out the truth, so we have to see what happens from there. I definitely think Konohamaru will have to team up with Boruto and the Kurosuchi and the gang to beat Lord Ku. Lastly, Sekie is definitely going to die as a plot device for Mitsuki to cry for the first time, I think. You know, they've been foreshadowing this idea a lot lately since he is getting most of the character development, and you know, he's bonding with Mitsuki, so they're definitely going to kill him off. If that doesn't happen, that'll be kind of weird. That's pretty much all my thoughts and analysis for this week's episode. I don't want this to be too long. Make sure to follow us on Instagram or Twitter and be on the lookout for those videos as I mentioned. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.